Before I even jump into this video, I want to say the following information will contain spoilers for both Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, just so you can't yell at me about spoilers, because I warned you. It's not my fault anymore, it's yours. So if you don't mind spoilers, feel free to continue watching the video. So to start off, in the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, All Rest, there are two Aegises we see throughout the game. The angry one, Logos, or as we know him as Malos, and the waifu one, Numa, or Pyra/Mithra. But where's the third? There's supposed to be 3 Aegises in the lore of Xenoblade Chronicles. So where is it? Well, this gets into some interdimensional trickery, so hold on to that question for a little bit longer. First, let me explain where the Aegises come from and what they once were. You see, the Aegises weren't always what they are now. They were once called the Trinity Processor, a powerful computer with 3 extremely potent cores. Klaus, a scientist from Earth. Yes, Earth! Our actual planet Earth. He loses faith in humanity.
I lost hope for mankind.
Which, honestly, isn't that hard these days. That's really sad to say. So he decides to use the Trinity Processor and the Conduit, another powerful alien energy source, to create a new universe. And he succeeds. Sorta. See, I warned you about the tricky parts. See, when Klaus performed this act, he actually created 2 new worlds. One is the ruins of Earth, where an actual sea of clouds forms over the old land where Klaus did the act, and where Titans begin to roam, Titans being the end cycle of a blade's life. This becomes the setting for All Rest. The other world is more complex to explain. Essentially, it really is a brand new world, a whole new universe in essence. Klaus completed what he wanted, but because of the dimensional shift, half of him, I mean literally and mentally half, became a godlike being in another world known as Zanza, and thus the world was formed on the back of 2 giants, Mechonis and Bionis, the world seen in Xenoblade Chronicles. So how does this tie into a third Aegis, the third Trinity Processor Core? Well, it's stated that because of the activation of the Conduit through the Trinity Processor, one of the cores, Ontos, got sucked into another dimension. It's possible this dimension is the world of Xenoblade Chronicles, as it's the other world created from the activation of the Conduit. Yet in Xenoblade Chronicles, you never hear the word Ontos or even a mention of the Trinity Processor or its cores. This is now where theory time comes in. You see, Xenoblade Chronicles has a very ambiguous character named Alvis. Alvis is seen several times in the game, but his importance isn't really made evident till near the conclusion. When Klaus' other half Zanza is defeated, Alvis appears before Shulk, Xenoblade Chronicles protagonist, as a glowing green entity in a star cross Jesus shape. As they view a satellite close to Earth in this trippy dream state, which we now know is the World Tree in All Rest, Alvis mentions to him that this is his home. Alvis states his true identity is an administrative computer used in an experiment facility that Klaus' experiment once took place in. Now, if Alvis mentions that the satellite is his home, as they stare it was once Earth, now being All Rest, and he mentioned he was part of an administrative computer, it's almost certain Alvis is the lost third Aegis Core Ontos. Stretching, you could even say Shulk's Monado is an Aegis' sword. At least it would explain why Malos has a Monado. Xenoblade is just one big fantasy, sci-fi, mind blast trip, but I love it. The games are great. You should buy them and play them. Totally not, sponsored. Anyways, that's at least the common explanation of where the third core is, Ontos. Although, I guess they could also make a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and say, oh, whoopty-hoopy-poopy-whoopy, Ontos is now in a third dimension. Oh my god, what did you do, Klaus? You've made 3 worlds. It wouldn't surprise me at this point, but at the same time, I'd be surprised that they made a connection. So, it just gives you an idea of how crazy the Xenoblade story can get. Anyways, what did you guys think? Do you think that the Lost Core is Alvis from Xenoblade Chronicles, or do you think it's something else? What would you like to see next as well, in terms of lore videos? I also want to make more Explore the Lore, so I definitely want to do some more of that, which is a different kind of video than this one. This one is less in-game lore, more Well, this was all in-game lore, wasn't it? So I'm not sure what this was. But this was a video, and I liked making it, so I hope you guys like it too. Maybe you should like it and subscribe. Anyways, this has been Pokenomicon. I don't even know my own name. Who am I? This has been Pokenomicon Tom. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, see you guys next time.